Hi everyone, welcome back to Bonsai Expression. I'm Christoph, and today, yes, I know I'm working on another Chinese Elm, so forgive me on that one, but I did explain to you that these are the first ones to bud out, and I've got quite a lot of Chinese Elms because I like to take cuttings from them because they are easily the easiest tree to take cuttings from. You can even take them from root cuttings if you so choose to. They're that easy to get trees from. So 3 trees equals 1, 3 trees for myself, and 2, this year I am actually selling some trees to make some easy pocket money for myself. So yeah, plenty of material for me to work on. 1, practice some skills, 2, make some easy money. So yeah, but this is one of them. Actually, this is one of my cuttings from a while back, and it was basically a stick in a pot back in the day, and I did an S shape, you know, when I was not necessarily when I first started out, but I wanted to give it a little bit of movement, and just so happened to be an S shape. Now, as you can see, I've got the S shape here, but I've got 2 what looks like sticks in a pot. Now, I'm not sure if they're actually 2 separate sticks in a pot as well, or they've grown from the tree. So I'm doing a bit of a repot today, and we're going to find out whether I've got 3 trees in this pot or I've got one with 2 separate branches, and I'm going to remove them, or I've got 3 trees and I've got 3 trees. Anyway, this is probably going to be a video on the Chinese Elm. The next video, I promise, is going to be something different because I'm obviously gallivanting today because it's Sunday. This is made a couple of days prior. I'm off gallivanting at a sale. Get some goodies. So next video, promise, something different, but today stick with it. You'll enjoy it. We're on a discovery today. 2 trees, 3 trees, 1 tree, who knows? But in a couple of minutes, you'll find out. So today's video is about getting it out this pot, checking out the roots. Have we got 1 tree, 2 trees, 3 trees? Because I've no idea, you can't see. It's well under the soil line. But basically, S shape. This is one of the ones as I say, took a cut in, I put some wire on it, made it into an S shape. It wasn't going to be one of those into my collection. It was going to be ones I just put an S shape on. I'm going to sell it, and a bit of movement, bit of S shape. It's more likely to sell to the generic beginner buyer. That was my plan. I put a couple of movements in it. I did a small cut on the top, chopping the top off because obviously I let it grow out with plenty of S shapes in it. It was literally like this all the way up. Snipped it right back because I didn't want a tall tree. It looked really stupid, like a big giant snake all the way up because it was just a big twig. But I'm hoping actually it's not just 1 tree and I've got 3 trees. If these 2 trees are separately, I would like to, because if I get it on the right sort of angle, they're here. If you cancel this tree out and if you focus, if you just think about cancelling this and focus on that side, I would like to do a twin trunk in a pot. Only it's not twin trunk, it's going to be 2 trees. So a twin tree. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So I'd like to get 2 trees in 1 pot and do a focus on that. So that's what I would like to do without messing about. And these 2 would be ideal for it because I've got nice branches. They've grown together, so obviously the branches have separated in their own way around each other. So they've already started doing that. So it's an ideal situation to begin with. If that is the case, and then the roots would be around each other as well. So I could just basically it out of this pot, in another pot. And I'm hoping that the roots have already started gathering around each other, so I could just literally, as I say, we just plump it in another pot, give the roots a little trim, all being well, and then we could just pop this in a nice little pot as well, and then give it a little trim, make sure it's on its way to becoming a nice tree, put it in a pot, and then pop it up for sale. So, yeah. There's the idea. So let's get it out of this one, check on the roots, see if we've got a couple of trees on the go, or if we've got 1 and I have to remove these really nice sections. I could air layer them, but they're not thick enough. I'd just be wasting my time really. So let's get into it. That's the video for today. Just before I do start it, I just want to show you how it does look. Now on this angle, as I say, even if I got rid of that, and then you can see just what I'm focusing on are these 2 trees here. That's what I would like to do, a separate tree potting. So I'd be like there, just twist your head for this one. pot it up that way. Got 2 trees, do a minor trim, and then so there's the two main tree lines, a couple of trees. We're going to utilize probably this section here, cut that down, nice, and it's stuck there. So you're looking somewhere along the lines of this, I think, just like that, and then that will be its own tree, will be true. Yeah, that's the idea. So now let's actually start working on this one. Let's see if this just comes out in a 1. Now this thing, oh wow, this thing is absolutely stacked. Come on. In fact, I'm just breaking the pot by the sounds of it. Yep, it is stacked full. And the only way to get in is ripping this pot. Well, we won't be reusing that pot. Okay, there we go. It's a solid mass. We've got fresh roots under the bottom, which means it's just started to grow, as we already know, because obviously we've got nice buds that are just popping out. So perfect time to do this work. And it's actually growing, the roots are actually growing through the matting at the bottom. So I want to be gentle, because obviously I don't want to take any of the buds off at this stage. I'm just going to pop this in the bin, because I'm not going to be using it. And then we're going to start working on these roots. So I want to be getting all this topsoil off. It's got a load of weeds in it, it's got a load of moss, including Scotch. I think it's Scott moss, which is this stuff, this here. Now this is absolutely not what you really want to allow to continue. If I get it in closer, you'll allow this to continue growing all over the top of your trees. It takes over, and it absolutely takes over your not only just your soil, but it'll take over your roots as well. So I'm gonna take this out, and I've got some nice moss as well, which I'm not going to really use, because again it's got some nasty roots in there of, and it's wrapped around the tree as well. It's got some nasty roots in there of some weeds, so I don't really want to reusing that. So let's take that top layer of moss out. Yeah, what a waste, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Right, so that's all off. Now let's slowly rake away some of this, see if it's hiding a secret of 1 tree or 2 trees. I've got a horrible feeling this is going to be coming from the roots, and it's 1 tree. If it is, I'm just going to snip it out, which unfortunately is going to be a waste, but them's just the cards you dealt, unfortunately. I'm not obviously going to be able to utilize them. 1, they're too straight. 2, they're too low. I mean, if they were all twisted, and if I'd have got to them in time and twisted them like the rest of the tree, I could have had myself like a triple trunk tree, or a clump style tree. But you know, it is too straight to utilize as 1 tree. It just doesn't work. You know, this one's all bent and these are too straight. So I'm hoping that I've just put a couple of twigs in at one point and they've grown out, but I'm pretty sure, looking at it, these have grown from the roots. It looks that way anyway. If I get in there, it looks already that it might be coming from the root system. So I'm gonna dive into this, check out the roots, and then as we get a bit further into it, we'll just flick back. I'm just going to show you what I'm dealing with so far. Now, let me grab my pick. Now, this massive roots, you can see just here, look how thick this section is. Now, obviously, this bit here is so thick, it's a big ball. Now, I know it doesn't look as thick here, but this is massive and it goes all the way through. into this section. It's like it's all curled up and then gone right in. And then as I'm raking, listen to this. It's all in there. It's like one big curl of knotted root. And it's all the way in there. So I am, whoops, move the camera. I am struggling. You might be able to see it there, but just in there, it's all one big ball of root. So I'm gonna have to try and cut. There you go. One, it's there. It's all knotted. And it's all twisted. Everything comes from that section there. It's all curled up and twisted around itself, and it's like one big, it's like a big fist like this. So I think I'm gonna have to try and cut a little bit of section out of here, try and pull it off, and then go in bit by bit. Now I've just ate a little bit off, but you can see, so this bit is a giant ball. That's what I'm working against. Now I don't even know where this section of tree ends or begins, so that's the bottom bit there, and it goes down to this section. But this is just the end bit. I don't even know if this is the bottom of the tree or not. It looks like the side bottom, so I could try and come in and cut. If I give you a better angle, that's there, and it's sort of here, so it might be worth trying to flat bottom it. I don't know yet. I'm just going to still try and hack at it a little bit, and hack is the operative word. It's just a big ball of root at the bottom, but I'm scared in case if I try and cut right across there, do I have any roots left? Not too sure. It might be a worth idea, just try and cut it. But I'm gonna have to go in, try and get what I can out first, raking it, and then maybe I'll have to cut it. Well, I've washed these roots out. It looks better, but they're an absolute chaos. This underneath is just one solid mass. So the best course of action is to come in with a saw, and I'm just gonna go straight across here, cut it in half, and then I'm going to allow the top section with all the roots that I've got is just to grow out, and then at least I've got a flat bottom, and then I can grow everything with these roots. And then it looks like that these two sections of trees that I've got, it looks like they've come off from the mound, because it is basically an elephant's foot of the root system. So it's complete molded out flat. So this is all gone down, it's flat, and then these have grown out of it, which is nice for a radial root system. So I've got a good system like that, but everything else is, well, it's diabolical really. It's the only word to use from it. So I'm going to chop these off, cut this in half, and go from there. So let's get cutting. I'm going to cut straight through, I think, just here, which means I'm going to cut a lot of root off, but it also means I've got quite a lot of root on top as well to play with. But before I do that, I think I need to try and adjust some of this root system up top. So I'm just going to try and break some of the root system out first, so I'm going to do that first. Okay, I've adjusted some of the roots out, so at least I can keep hold of what I've got on the top section. And do you know what, I'm just going to go for it. Just cut this right across and see what comes of it. This is what's come off. As you can see, it's a solid root mass. It's the size of my fingers. Well, it's this big to the palm of my hand. That size as well. It's an absolute solid root mass. I wasn't doing anything with that. And as you can hear, a slab. And this is what I'm left with. So as you can see, I've got a nice flat bottom now. Okay? I've got that to work with, which is better because now I've got a really good, well, a reasonable radial root system. I've left loads of roots on it, so it's so much better. And I just need to get rid of these. Unfortunately, as I say, it would have looked so much better had I just kept these two. Oh, that would have been so nice, but I've got to get rid of them. So they're going to come off. I'm just going to give this a wash out, and I'm going to look at sorting the roots out in a minute. So let's give it a wash. So I've given them a quick wash out, and it turns out I was sort of correct. These two trees here are 2 cuttings I've just stuck in, and they are fused. Now, I'm sort of going up against my better judgment here. I kind of like it, and I think I might stick with it. The whole overall composition of it, I actually really like, although, obviously, this one's got bends in it, and the other 2 haven't. So, yeah, I'm sort of going against the grain. I know they should all be either curly-whirly or straight, but I kind of like the aesthetics of going against the grain here. And is it wabi-sabi, where it's... Oh, I've got a slug here. Let's get rid of that. I kind of like going against the grain, where it's beauty in the ugly. I can't decide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it, give it a little bit of a trim up, see what it looks like, and then I'm going to plant it up, and I'm going to let you, the guys, decide. Tell me what I should do, okay? So once it's done, you tell me whether I should leave it or not. So let's start looking at these roots, because they need a trim. So I've got some hefty roots here that come out. They just need cutting back, really. And then they go down a little bit, but once you pot it up, they can be sorted out. Now they come up, just going to come in and just basically just neaten everything up. Everything can be cut in the right positions. That just needs bringing it back. These big hefty ones here, they start off small but then go fat, so I'm going to come in and just take them off completely, and same with the ones underneath. These ones underneath, yeah, I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to come in, I'm just going to cut them back, let them regrow. Take them back. If I'm moving along here, I've got this horrible fat one. Snip it back. Same with this one round the corner. You can see it's actually on the top. Take it out, and then I've got this one. It's actually connected because it's 2 trees, 2 different roots. I'm just going to come in, bring the root system completely back, take all that out. It is just a big tangled mess. Look at the state of that. And then again, look, I've got connecting roots. Sort these out, get rid of that. And it's going over that way. It's coming out the wrong direction, so let's just snip it off completely. Get rid of it. That looks better. Again, it comes from a small section and goes to a fat section. Let's just neaten it by getting rid of it. Anything else like that, let's just bring back. Allow them to develop naturally. Okay. In fact, this one here, this fat one, I need to get rid of that. It's caught as well. I'm going to come in, this one here crosses, I'm just going to come and take it off, and then I'm going to do the same with this fat one here as well. Let's remove it. And the same with that one, it goes up. There we go. And then it actually reveals more small roots and more ugly roots. Look at that. Just Okay, it looks a bit better. We'll continue to spin this round. If I just move it gently over here, you can see it's got some more ugly crossing roots. So that fat one there, I'm just going to come in, snip that one and that one. Let's see what we can do with these ones. That one goes the wrong way. I think generally that's about it for now. So overall, the roots look like this, and I think this is the pot I'm going to go with as well. So this is one of Andy's from Tree in a Pot, and I think you could say it's pretty lovely. So in terms of selling this one, I'm not sure I'm going to right now. I think I might keep it at least for a couple of years, because, well, I quite like it. And if I do come to sell it, I would definitely repotting it anyway, because I won't be selling it in this pot. So for now, I'm just going to get this pot set up, get it in it, and yeah, final decision will be on your heads, be it whether I take these, cut these off and leave it as a single tree or not. And if I do, obviously I'll be repotting on a slight angle like this. But for now, I'm going to keep it. I'll let it grow. The decision will be, though, in the spring/summer, once it's fully bloomed, and we'll let the final design go in. So yeah, please bear in mind. But for now, give an opinion, and then we'll wait for it in the summer. So let's get it in. Let's get it in the pot. Let's get it tied down. Let's get it repotted properly. Right, we're all mounded in the middle, ready to go. Let's get this bad boy set. We are flat bottomed after all, so, and it doesn't really matter which way the front is, because, you know, it's such a beautiful pot. And I'm going to go in this way here, and I'm going to go across here as well. So let's just get this in. I'm just going to, I know my arm's in the way, but I'm just tying it in just to secure it for the time being. Okay, just like that. Now I just got to make sure we're in center. There we go. Right. Now I just want to tie this thing in place, make sure it's nice and secure. Nice and tight. So pull, twist, pull, twist, pull, twist. Okay, secure. Give it a snip. Now that isn't going to be on there too long, because obviously we've got plenty of roots. Let's get it in a little bit further, and we can tighten that up a little bit more. And the one thing I do need to remember on these is obviously this is going to dig into in between here, so I need to be careful of that. Okay, right, beautiful. Let's get these roots down into position. Okay, now what I always like to do is, even though it's pulled and twisted, I don't like to do it too tight. What I will like to do is I like to hold it, and then underneath, as you can see just a little bit, I like to twist that just gently, and what that does is pull the tree downwards, securing it in the pot. Okay, right, let's backfill with the rest of my soil. I'm mounding this high up a little bit, just to make sure all the roots are covered. And then, as usual, I'll just poke it with my chopsticks, and then I'll give it a water in. Once that's done, I'll come back. Haha, it looks pretty decent now. So for me, it's about pruning this thing up now and getting it in shape, which is pretty easy. So for me, it's about making sure that this thing is nice and tidy and in the right shape for what we want. Now it's about styling it and getting it into shape for the a triple trunk clump style now. So for me, I want to take this right tree here and I want to develop a new leader. I don't want this one here. I've got a back branch developing over here. I think this is probably going to be utilized over this one, and then maybe this one is the front. I've got a decision to make really. So this section here comes up. I've got this branch here that comes out. I've got this branch here as well, which actually is quite a nice branch, and then I've got one at the back which I just said about it, but it all comes from the same little clump section. So I've got 3 branches all in the same area. So I need to start making a decision on it. Which one ultimately do I use? I think the decision needs to be made, and I think rather than getting rid of this one, actually I think if we utilize this one and bring it down, we can get rid of this one because the major swelling is occurring from this spot here. So let me just show you. Now the spot in question is this section here, so you can see it's starting to swell. I've got this branch here, so this is the main branch here, okay? The back branch is coming off it just there, and then this is the front branch, so it's all starting to swell. So this is the main point here. This is starting to swell up from these 2 plump sections. There you go, you can see it. So if I remove this part here, okay, which is the front branch at the moment, I will be able to utilize this branch. I'll just pull it down, okay, put it in place here, okay, and then that will then come down and put it into that position there, okay, and then we'll be able to utilize this branch which goes off, pull it down. Won't be as long, but it will work. Right, so the cut is then now been made. That is going to be brought down. Just a little bit of wire will do. All right, and then we'll have to eventually just trim it back a little bit. This branch, although it goes up and it is a nice branch, yeah, it's going to have to be twisted and turned, I think, and brought back somewhat. Okay, and then these branches need to be made. So I think utilizing a bit of wires, I think if we wire the whole thing and we can twist maybe, but it does need a bit snip ultimately. So do I just go ahead and just snip it? Or have we got any more buds? Or do I just make a big cut and just go ham on it? Just go ham on it, eh? It's going to back bud either way, so that one's going to come down. Let's just snip here for now. It's going to come out. It's going to snip. Oh, I'm just going to snip up top. I'm going to snip the ends off here and there. I'm just going to do a relief cut. So if I just move up, I've just taken the end off, which is this little section. I'm going to go more into it, but for now I've just taken the end. It's still too long, but for now we're just leaving the end. Now the main leader of this tree is this one at the moment, but I think I'm going to utilize the back section of it and take this one out. Might make sense. I'm just going to have a look at the other trees first and then make a decision. Before I carry on working on that tree, I think this one's going to have to be adjusted. Now as you can see, everything's just twisted, so some wire is going to have to be made on this one. So but before I do that, I'm just going to come in. I do like the way it's gone, but I just need to make some cuts. It's too long, cut it, and then again with this one I'm just gonna get rid of it, and then I'm going to utilize this bit. I'm going to bring it in, I'm going to cut, I'm going to have that one there. With this one here, I'm going to take it out, same with that one, and I've got this one that grows upwards. Just going to take it off. Going to allow that one to grow that way. This one grows up. I kind of like it, but Is that going to be my leader? Don't think it is. I like the way this tree progresses outwards. Okay, so let's get you on a different angle. Zoom you out just that little bit. Get you a whole view. I need to bring this section out. This whole tree goes outwards like this. There's no defined leader on it. It splits off up the top here, so I need to make a decision. Do I want my left side or my right side as the leader? And then what do I want with it? It's just one tree that goes outwards. So I'm just gonna go and say, well, the back one's got to be the leader really. Let's bring these in. And then the tree itself, in fact, let's just remove that completely. Gives me a better overall view. There we go. Bit of wire, bit of wire. Just cut that back a little bit. Okay, I know it's probably ruined the aesthetics of the tree a little bit, but there's too much curly-whirly going on. There's not enough definition of where the tree starts and begins on this one. We do need to make a decision with it. So for now, that's it, okay? This middle tree, the back branch goes out way too far, so let's bring it round and have a look. This is the back branch, okay, in question. I'm just gonna bring it in and I'm gonna allow new shoots to bud. So take that off. I've got a bud just here and it should shoot this way in directional pruning. And then the same with this one here as well. I'm just gonna allow it to reshoot, making my life a little bit cleaner, basically. Spin it round so I can see. Now that looks a hell of a lot better. You might not be able to see it better from your view, but from me, it's cleaner. In fact, I'll bring it back even further. So there. In fact, I'm going to bring it back even further. Make that cleaner cut. And there. This one. There we go. And then the same again. Now I can see what I'm doing. I can go back to this one over here. Make that decision I originally planned out with. Take that out. Just there. Okay, right. Now I can see what's going on. It's taken an awful lot in. It's compacted everything. It's going back to a bit more sticky like. But I can actually see what's going on. Okay, so we've got these trees over this side, these ones over this side. Nothing's interfering now. Now that this side's trimmed up a little bit, I can actually go in and make some proper amendments to this side, on this right tree, which for me is a little off balance. So if I'm looking at it, where I said this one definitely needed bringing back, I'm going to bring it right back into here, okay? I'm going to take that one completely off. I wanted to bring that one down. I'm also going to bring this one back into here. And I'm going to bring this long sweeping back into there. That one there. Bring this in. And the same with that at the back. And we've got some little bits down on this section here we're not going to need. And then this one grows upwards. Don't want that. I'm going to take the height out of this. In fact, I'm going to come off, take that further back. This one grows way too far out. Chunks of this one coming off. I think that's a lot better. Got the height in the centre. Down low we've now got definition in terms of the leader. That should hopefully grow that way. Got my leader here, got my leader here. So a bit of an unusual one today. Yeah, a very unusual one. But them roots, well, they were awful, absolutely terrible, and I've completely flat bottomed them, so hopefully the root system should be okay for in the future. Now, I want you to vote on this one. I want you to go ahead and tell me, should I go ahead and chop them off and allow this one to develop in the future, or should I even go ahead and just chop that off? Or, third option, should I chop it off here, allow a new leader to grow and do a triple trunk straight tree, allow a new leader to grow on that? Or should I leave it completely as is and just go for the whole who the hell gives a crap sort of feature and just allow it to develop? What do you think? Initial thoughts, and then I'll show you again later on once everything grows in and see how it develops, and then we'll see if everyone thinks differently come spring slash, well, end of spring, when everything starts growing in, and we'll see how everything grows in and see if everyone's mind changes then. So yeah, let me know what your initial thoughts are with this one. Let me know what you think of the roots. Let me know what you think of the fused base and the initial styling. As I say, I was originally going to sell this one. I might still sell it, just not quite yet. I wanna see what people's thoughts are. So yeah, let me know. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. As I say, leave a comment. I really interested to see what people's thoughts are on this one. Anyway, if you're not subscribed, please do so, because I know you want to find out what everyone's thoughts and feelings are on this one, and the only way to find out is subscribe to the channel. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and as I say, I'm going to Penkridge, I think it's called. So for fun and games with that one, and we'll see if I can get any bargains, see if it's much like Bonsai's boot sale down at Birmingham. Hopefully it is, because I really need some pots this year, maybe a tree or two. Definitely pots. I need some more pots. So if you like that one, if you like this one even, I say hit the like, subscribe, follow, and yeah, Wednesday I'll try and get the video out for Wednesday. I'll be down at Penkridge, who knows what it's called, but we'll definitely find out. So stick around for I'm on the road. So get out there, do some bonsai, happy spring, and yeah, all that good stuff. See you later, folks.